Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how the power company gave me a $917.62 credit for sending back 537.4 kilowatt hours. So I mean, it's just massive. If you have solar, thinking about getting solar, then this is one strategy that you can use to massively reduce your bill and get that return on the investment on your solar so much faster. So for me, I'm a crypto miner, and reducing my power cost helps my profitability immensely. You don't need to be a crypto miner. If you just want to reduce your power bill or you just want to get ahead, then this video is for you. So stay with us. Welcome back. I just released a video about a week ago that actually shows you how I'm doing it and goes into a lot more detail. So this video, I'm not going to show you how I'm doing it. If you want to see how all that works, please check out my other video. So let's just get into the numbers and show you how I'm making all that credit. Okay, so let's get into the figures. Quick recap from my June and July bill. You can see 550 kilowatt hours nearly at 33 cents, right, $150 credit. And for July, I was managing for 311 kilowatt hours. I was getting 56 cents, so $174. All right, so what was the big change from my most recent bill? Check this out. I sent back 537 kilowatt hours, and look at the rate. $1.70, $1.71. So at $1.71 for 537 kilowatt hours, $917 credit on my bill. So you can see how that can be done. If I want to compare that to what my sense meter reads to see if I think that's about right or not, my sense thinks it's 572 kilowatt hours I sent to the grid. So that's a little bit different than what the power company here is giving me credit for, but I'm not really sure what the difference is. I mean, it could possibly be my sense meter isn't quite accurate, but either way, it's a huge difference. So I mean, I use 20,500 kilowatt hours for the month, and you can see I paid $1441.65, and here the average price I paid was 6.9 cents, so 7 cents excluding taxes. So by the time you put in this 392, I created this little graph at the top so you can see what happens. So that it works out to be, all things considered, 7 cents. So for 7 cents is what was the average cost that I paid in this month, or this billing cycle, right, for the 20,544 kilowatts that I used. But you also have to factor in how much solar I generated to see my overall cost of power for the month. So this billing cycle, I know the figures may be slightly off, because if you think it's reading a little bit high, I'm happy to reduce this a little bit. So my solar produced nearly 5,500 kilowatt hours for the month. And don't worry about the prices, because I put that in at about 11 cents, but that was more so just so I could see how much it was actually costing me from a consumption perspective, but it's using the same rate. So this dollar value is not tied to anything more than me just putting in 11 cents. So that's not a real figure. But the interesting thing too is you'll notice a significant ramp up in solar towards the end of the month. That's because that's when my third array came online. So I wasn't even able to take advantage of all those extra panels earlier in the month. So next year it's going to be much more impressive. But if we go back to the little table that I wanted to show you, so if I said that I only produce 5,200, if we're saying that the sense meter is reading a little bit more than maybe it's generating, then even at 5,200 kilowatt hours for a total of 27,744, right? There's no direct cost for that solar. It's a sunk cost on what I've already paid for that. So for that price of my power bill, that came out to only 5.6 cents was the total cost, or the average total cost for that billing cycle for the generation. Now you might think, okay, so you had to turn your miners off for a period of time. How much money did you lose, or how much was that really worth it? So I worked out by going back through my sense meter, I could see that it was over about 6 days, about 5 hours over 6 days. So for 30 hours, I was sending power back. So for the $917 credit that I got, that was only really about 30 hours of all my ASICs and GPU miners being off. So I was have a cost reduction for my operation was $30.57. Now I can't make $30.57 in crypto right after power. So there's definitely no point using all that power when you can get $1.70 or $1.71 per kilowatt hour. So for that 30 hours off, sure, that was a little bit of lost crypto, but nowhere near the value for me to get my overall cost down for the month. So there you have it. I also need to mention that this is my whole house. So when we're looking at this 25,744 kilowatts of power used, it's summer. This is also my whole house, air conditioners, right? Everything that the family's consuming here as well. So if I wanted to take out just my own domestic use, then the cost for my crypto mining operation would be even less. So yes, 5.6 cents for the billing cycle, including all my domestic use in the middle of summer when the ACs are running. So I think that even makes it more amazing. So when we're talking about the kind of solar that I'm generating and the amount of kilowatt hours that I'm sending back, obviously it's not a few panels on your roof. So if you've seen my videos before, you'll know exactly what I've got. But if it's the first time watching, just briefly, there's 125 panels here, 3 ground mount systems. It's a total of 43 kilowatts at the panel rating, about 36 kilowatts max I can send back to the grid at any one time. That's the max of the inverters and things like that. So that's what I have out here, and that's how I'm able to generate the kind of kilowatt hours that you're seeing over only a relatively short period of time. So I think this capability that I figured out is very exciting. This is the first summer that I've had on my solar. My first 2 solar arrays went in December last year, and the third array I only got up and running at the end of August. So I really didn't get a chance to maximize that array during summer. But now I figured out how this works. For next summer, I'm very excited. So I'm going to be getting a lot more credit on my bill, definitely through June, July, and August. So I'll make some more videos about that, but I think there's a huge capability to massively reduce my bill with these wholesale buyback rates. So I'm excited about that. So thanks for watching the video. If you've liked this, please subscribe, like the video, and I look forward to see you next time on the channel. Thanks again.